Clark, Nike's signature logo has been released along with a video unveiling said logo.
It looks really unique, I think it's very creative for Caitlin Clark to come up with something like this. And I just enjoy all of it, it's like aura.
It's simple, yet it speaks so much.
Nike has unveiled a new logo that is causing quite a stir on Wall.
We're live on WNIK, and as usual, Clark.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you're witnessing isn't just a logo reveal. It's a financial shift in the sneaker world. On August 25th, 2025, Nike unveiled Caitlin Clark's signature logo, and within minutes, the entire sports merchandise industry was turned upside down.
Nike better plaster Caitlin Clark's logo across America and across the world. They nailed it on the design, stick the landing on the rollout and merchandise.
The numbers we're about to show you are staggering. This isn't just about basketball anymore. It's a cultural phenomenon, with Nike executives celebrating while competitors scramble to catch up.
I'm a big fan of it. Simplicity is the best. I like the design. Nike always does great with design, so I'm a huge fan of the logo.
It looks really cool. I was really excited to see it last night, and it looks like we're going to get shirts with it on it, so that's pretty exciting too.
I like it. I like how it incorporates the CC.
I love it. Double C's. Let's go, Caleb.
Picture this, two interlocking C's. Simple, right? Wrong. Those C's just became the most valuable letters in sports marketing history. Nike didn't just create a logo, they created a money printing machine, and here's the kicker, hidden within those larger C's is a smaller third C, which Nike says represents how Clark's game was built from the inside out. It's poetry in design, and it's making cash registers ring across America. Now, let me hit you with some numbers that'll make your head spin. Remember when Nike dropped the Kobe 5 Pro in Clark's Indiana Fever colors back in July? They sold out in minutes, not hours, not days, but minutes. The retail price was $190. But guess what happened next? Those shoes started reselling for over $350 instantly, with some pairs hitting $642. That's a 237% markup. One seller on eBay, no exaggeration, sold a pair for over $600, more than 3 times the retail price.
When you have made upwards of over $100,000 off Caitlin Clark in a year, bro, you have made $100,000+ off Caitlin.
But wait, it gets even crazier. According to Sports Business Journal, overall WNBA merchandise sales through Fanatics are up 500% compared to last year. 500%. And player-specific apparel? That's up 1,000%. Let me say that again, 1,000%. Clark's jersey isn't just the best-selling item in the WNBA, it's become a cultural statement. The Indiana Fever went from being just another team to owning the hottest merchandise in professional sports. Every single Fever game on StubHub became the most in-demand ticket, forcing venues to move games into larger arenas just to handle the crowds.
Came out 3 days ago, people still talking about it. Caitlin Clark had the second highest jersey sales of any basketball player to end 2024, trailing only Steph Curry.
And here's where things get really wild, mark this date in history. Nike dropped the first official Caitlin Clark logo t-shirt. Navy and yellow, simple design, priced between $35 and $40. Sounds reasonable, right? Here's my prediction, screenshot this, these shirts will sell out faster than Taylor Swift concert tickets. At the Fever's game against Seattle in Gainbridge Fieldhouse, every fan received a special Caitlin Was Here t-shirt featuring her new logo, but these aren't just t-shirts anymore. They're collectibles. They're investments. People are already trying to resell these game day exclusives online for hundreds of dollars.
Type of player who, just because you're on her team, people are going to buy your jerseys more. Like, I think she's helped collectively every player on the field.
Now let's talk about what this means for Nike's bottom line. Nike's stock has been struggling, trading around $78 in August 2025, down from its all-time high of $168 in 2021. The CEO was ousted. Analysts were worried, but, and this is a big but, every expert is saying the same thing, Caitlin Clark could be Nike's salvation. Dave Portnoy from Barstool Sports put it perfectly. He said he believes in Nike stock as long as Caitlin is part of the brand. Fans are flooding Nike's social media with messages like, "Just put the Caitlin Clark shoe in the box." Nike ain't that complicated. The demand is unprecedented. Let's rewind. Nike signed Clark to an 8-year, $28 million deal in 2024. At the time, it was called the richest sponsorship contract ever for a women's basketball player. Puma walked away when bidding started at $3 million per year. Under Armour offered $16 million over 4 years. Adidas offered $6 million. But Nike went all in and it paid off. That $28 million is now looking like the bargain of the century. For perspective, Michael Jordan's first Nike deal in 1984 was $2.5 million over 5 years. Adjusted for inflation, that's about $7.5 million today. Clark's deal is nearly 4 times that, and she's already proving she's worth every penny. While Nike is counting money, the competition is scrambling. Angel Reese signed with Reebok, with her Angel Reese 1 dropping in September 2025. Aya Wilson's A1 sneakers with Nike sold out in under 5 minutes back in May. Sabrina Ionescu has her own line. But here's the difference, none of them are moving merchandise like Clark. Her appeal isn't just about basketball excellence, even though she's the NCAA's all-time leading scorer. And
on the 8-year, $28 million deal, we was looking for that information in 2024. So yeah, her shoe is going to drop next year.
But why are you giving a logo without a shoe?
She's transcended sports.
Now she
has her own line. But here's the difference, none of them are moving merchandise like Clark. Her appeal isn't just about basketball excellence, even though she's the NCAA's all-time leading scorer, and the social media reaction has been insane. Within hours of the logo reveal, #Caitlin Clark logo was trending worldwide. Fans are already getting the logo tattooed, artists are creating custom designs, and Nike's reveal video racked up millions of views on day one. But here's the twist, not everyone loved the design. Some fans called it underwhelming and too simple. Sound familiar? That's exactly what people said about the Nike swoosh when it first launched. And look how that turned out. Simple sells. Those interlocking C's are going to be everywhere, and now here's the kicker that has everyone on edge. Clark's signature shoe doesn't even drop until 2026. That's right, we're more than a year away from the main event. Industry insiders predict it'll be the biggest women's signature shoe launch in history. Some believe Nike is deliberately building scarcity and hype, making people crave the product. It's marketing genius, and Clark's impact goes way beyond merchandise. Her return from injury on June 14, 2025, drew 2.2 million viewers, the third most watched WNBA game ever on ABC. It peaked at 2.8 million, a 76% jump from last season's average. The WNBA just had its most watched regular season in 24 years and its highest attendance in 22 years, and that's with Clark missing significant time. Imagine what happens when she's fully healthy. Let's talk money, because that's what this is really about. Analysts say Clark merchandise alone could add hundreds of millions to Nike's bottom line. Some Wall Street experts believe she could be worth over $1 billion to Nike during her contract. And the timing couldn't be better. Nike's been struggling with an 11% sales decline in North America and a 21% drop in China. Clark, however, is global. She appeals to demographics Nike has been desperate to capture: young women, Gen Z, and casual fans who never watched basketball before. This is more than one athlete or one company, it's a seismic shift in sports marketing. For decades, the narrative